What tiden di?
I bring fair tidings, Randvi. Hemminger Jarl in Nottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He has now joined our clan, and will serve as a raider on my ship.
I remember the young man. He will make a fine addition to your crew.
Hey there. Vili, making yourself...
As best as I know how. It is good to be here, with you and your people. I feel my life has found a new road.
Good, and just so you know, we have all kinds of sticks nearby. Oak, beech, pine, in case your bum starts itching from sitting too long.
How kind of you, Eivor. I will be sure to stir your soup with one, after I have had a
Hey, my boy. And you... Come to me. I want to see the Alliance. What can you tell me of Vinland?
Rumor or not, I found...
If she's willing to risk her...
Nessa is her...
I'll go now and end the life of...
It is a long voyage.
Would you like to see what you have inspired?
Let me see.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little...
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Bareth.
Ireland. A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted Isle.
Azar, how is it that Bareth, as knows as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
How to think of Bareth as king of a city?
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Bareth's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who is he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Bareth will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people. Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Bareth.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old, lives in...
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores. And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There is much to tell you, Bareth. But let me breathe your...
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old...
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come! There's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Bareth.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Bareth.
Eivor! Over here!
Linjers! Gerrit, niðurbrot!
Flera leiðir eigi aðra leið.
Over here, Eivor!
Hallri heimanferð, sváat, farin!
Eivor! Over here!
Grýt, hvað þína peljar að gerast?
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench.
Hi. Thank you for selling to me. This is available for purchase. Smart to buy these. You want this? I don't have an eye for these sorts of things.
Spina da 3-3.
best not to draw attention here.
Moist little coward, aren't you?
Ramlan mun reypa drag, segi ég.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Azar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I trust my commerce to, old man.
You let them call you that.
I call him worse things. This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Don't get distracted! Eivor! Come over here!
Barad, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show her the bow I had you make for her.
This is for me. The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets.
Of course I will.
Aren't you the confident one?
Watch my arrow.
I certainly will. Go!
The bow needs tuning.
You had a long sea voyage, haven't got your...
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many North moved away from it.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house. This way. Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the House of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I built...
Solum modo in paradis.
Hey, Eivor. Now, I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Azar told me that it is a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
Interesting.
There, up ahead. My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Hey!
Hi.
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate.
I'm curious. How do you feel?
Oh, he's done a lovely job here. More host than king per.
Can I ask?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? I'm a tanner myself.
I can. Enjoy the feast.
You as well.
Hussar, I was not sure if I would see...
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who's always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting. Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself.
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades. If one needed them.
Thank you, Hussar. Your company is always enlightening.
Up, Barret! Fodia!
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out. Enough with your willfulness. It is past time to put away childish things.
What do you expect from me? That I follow your example? The example of a pack mule?
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flann will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flann can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the arse.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must...
A lot of shit coming from that mouth. Word is, you have trouble controlling it out the other end, too.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I am not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every...
Bareth can commune with the dead.
No, his conversations...
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Barth. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a solemn debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky. Moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This. A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come. If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away. Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
By Thor's hammer, Barith. I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Or is what you want. Give yourself up! And then hugs you all back!
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flann. That's certain. Eivor! I'm over here! Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flann does not embrace you, Barret. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blot, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not...
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barret, let...
As of this moment, Barret, my arm is yours. Whatever is...
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He wants...
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of...
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flann. Barret said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn more about Thorstein.
I'll never learn.
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank too much and I am desperate to calm my belly.
I cannot help your belly. But could you tell me what you know of this?
Dad told you I tried to join his gang, eh? Thorstein is a real Vikinger. Like you, but louder.
You weren't allowed to join.
Too young and gangly. Amar wouldn't even show me where his hind...
Tell me a bit about this Amar.
Likes her ale the way kittens like milk. Spends her time getting tiddly on the docks, chatting up passers-by.
I will speak to her. Perhaps Thorstein will regret not letting you in his gang.
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Amar. She's a vicious fighter.
Var hann álfur? Heyrðu, sé eigi af mér andskotans álf. Bekk veit að þú ert hérna. Þú má leina þig að þú má eigið. Það dreigir rétt. Þjóna sveitn og furðan mikil gefur mér silfurauka. Eða Norri gefur mér fjárhúst og margir guldsvöld.
I need your eyes, my friend. Enjoying her ale. Likely to be a mom. What are you drinking from?
The finest ale in town. I like fine things, so you...
Looking for a good drink.
You stumbled into the right ale house.
The ale leads.
Ooh, let's find out.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked!
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of Thorstein. I'm one of...
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
He's like a brother to me. A not very bright brother. He entrusted me with the key to his...
He has a lair. I would very much like to...
Over in Dubke Landing? Sorry. Thorstein would get all pout.
I'd rather join you for something.
Ooh, can't wait to find out what that is. But hold that thought. I don't feel well. I best move about a bit.
Need to cloak myself here. I need to get that key from her. If I'm careful, I can avoid a fight.
Hey, what?
Hey, what are you up to?
Die! Halt!
Amal, you're a too trusting fool. Your key is mine. Now to find Thorstein's hideout. Go, Sunan.
Undir fólk frá gamla bæinn.
Is this the
spoke of. I am here for you, Thorstein.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barith, Makiva.
Oh, gods! Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Barith serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Gott að sjá þig. Hvernig gengur?
Nú ég venjast alla hestana hérna.
Common refuse. Delivered to your judgment, King Barith.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Barith, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me. Eivor? How shall I deal with this ruffian?
People delight in public spectacle. Torture the man until he cannot walk, and no one will dare crush you again.
Well said, Eivor.
I want no blood feud lasting generations, Thorstein. You are not worth the bother. Dublin confiscates your land and silver. I banish you forevermore. Be gone by sundown.
Bend the knee and show your thanks.
Best to you, King. I've better places to be than Dublin. Father! Why choose weakness?
Give every enemy a length of rope. Soon they will carry your noose.
Peace. Flann Sinna will soon rule all Ireland. Flann Sinna has the power to make or undo my kingship and that of my son. He is the center of all. But Flann, by showing Christian mercy, I begin to change his mind.
You are more shrewd than I took you for, cousin. Maybe Thorstein's will leave.
That is why I must build trade. Flann will see that the strength of Dublin's ports...
Show him the power of that trade, cousin. Obtain some rare item from afar. Some spice or gem or weapon.
And gift it to him at the coronation. It will represent Dublin's reach and help secure my crown.
Flann will hear of your Christian mercy.
Meet me before the coronation. We...
Hello, friend. Come see my wares. You sure there isn't, Can I tempt you with...
What have you got for me?
Have you... Welcome, welcome. Come see what I have.
May I see your store?
You sure?
I'm a...